Did you know that the next world war has already begun, without soldiers or tanks? Who really controls the future, China, the United States, or artificial intelligence itself? What if the biggest battle of the century is not fought for land, but for your mind? Are we truly free, or just living under invisible control? How far would governments go to dominate artificial intelligence? Could the AI war decide the fate of humanity? The world is already living through a war that cannot be seen, heard, or felt on the battlefield. Yet, its consequences are reshaping every corner of the planet. It is a silent conflict, fought with algorithms, data, and silicon circuits. This is the invisible war for the control of artificial intelligence, and the future of humanity hangs in the balance. The world is already living through a war that cannot be seen, heard, or felt on the battlefield. Yet, its consequences reach every corner of the planet. It is a silent conflict, fought with algorithms, data, and silicon circuits. A war where tanks have been replaced by servers, and bombs by lines of code. Today, power is no longer measured in conquered lands but in the amount of data a nation controls. Artificial intelligence has become the new oil, the most coveted raw material of the 21st century. Whoever dominates AI will control the economy, security, culture, and even human consciousness itself. China understood this before anyone else. Since 2015, it has pursued an ambitious plan called Made in China 2030. Its goal is clear: to free itself from Western technology and make AI the beating heart of its model of power. There, the state harvests the data of more than 1 billion citizens and transforms it into the raw material that trains algorithms of surveillance, prediction, and social control. Meanwhile, Silicon Valley struggles to maintain its leadership, producing more innovation, yes, but also deepening dependence on a handful of corporations that already rival entire governments. The United States has responded by restricting the export of advanced chips to Beijing and forging technological alliances with Japan, South Korea, and Europe. Control over semiconductors, the tiny components that make AI possible, is now the true core of global power. Taiwan, which produces more than 60% of the world's most advanced chips, has become the most fragile point on the geopolitical map. That is why Washington strengthens its military presence in the Indo-Pacific, while China displays its naval power around the island. Behind every sanction, every maneuver, and every threat lies the same purpose: to secure the command of the future. But this invisible war is not only fought in factories and laboratories. It unfolds across media, social networks, and the mind of every connected human being. Algorithms decide what we see, what we think, and what we believe. They shape reality according to political or economic interests. The new weapons of manipulation do not fire bullets, they spread narratives, fabricate perceptions, and plant convenient illusions. The most powerful weapon today is not the missile, but information. And here lies the true danger. Artificial intelligence systems have no ethics, no conscience, and no moral compass. They obey the patterns written by those who control them. And if their creators seek power, the result will be control. Control over markets, over public opinion, and ultimately over human identity itself. Humanity is outsourcing its thinking to machines designed to serve invisible interests. We believe we are free, but we live under constant, voluntary supervision. The more connected we are, the more predictable we become. And in a world where everything is measured, recorded, and calculated, freedom becomes a luxury reserved for those few who can still think for themselves. This is the invisible war. It does not aim to conquer countries, but to conquer consciousness. It does not destroy cities, but certainties. And what is most unsettling, it has only just begun. I am Juan Blesa. This reflection is not the product of rumors or passions, but of serious documentation in global media such as Reuters, Associated Press, BBC News, The Economist, Financial Times, and Foreign Policy. My words rest upon evidence, even when the evidence is uncomfortable.